I recognized that this wasn't just emotional or psychological, even though it was both of those things. It was 2 days later after the sleepless night in the morning. And I will say I was in prayer, but I don't know why, but I feel like I have to quantify, like I wasn't on my knees at a chair or a couch or a table or the side of my bed. It was more of a contemplative prayer time around my quiet time. And I was back in the bedroom getting dressed after my quiet time and still just kind of talking to the Lord and kind of, just being in conversation with him, which I know may sound odd to some of you, but that's a reality for me. And I was just sharing my heart with God, like, God, I've got to get past this. And it was in that moment that I recognized this is more than an emotional thing. This is more than a psychological thing. And while it is connected to these other traumas, the root of the issue is that the enemy is trying to destroy my destiny in God and trying to prevent me from fulfilling everything that God is calling me to. Because I know that I'm called to build into the lives of men. I am called, literally, I feel like one of my callings in life is to build men. Part of the way that happens is through videos like this, through teachings that I do online with various ministries. And part of it is showing up at conferences and showing up at men's events that I have to travel to. And the next event, the event that I was having anxiety about, is a missions trip that is focused on helping establish a men's ministry in Central America. And so when I woke up at midnight after being asleep for just a few seconds, I was literally doing the math in my head of the 3-hour flight from Guatemala City back to DFW, and then the 3 hours that it will take to get through customs, and then the 3 hours that it will take to get home from there, the 9 hours, and knowing that only works on one flight a day out of Guatemala City. So how am I going to get home if something happens? And that was the trauma response that I was having, and literally put me into a panic that kept me awake for another 2 hours.